Corolla. It's probably one of the most recognizable names in the car world. After all, you've got vehicles like the Corolla Levin and the Corolla Altis. But what the f is a Corolla Cross? Turns out, Toyota has been kind of dropping the ball with the incredibly popular crossover market here in Malaysia. I mean, they tried with the CHR, but that was a little bit too expensive, a little bit too small, and honestly, kinda ugly.
Sebab itulah, Toyota membawa masuk Toyota Corolla Cross ke dalam Malaysia. Ia sebuah kereta yang lebih besar dan lagi banyak teknologi canggih. Dan untuk tahun 2022, Toyota Corolla Cross ada dalam varian hybrid, iaitu Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid Electric. Persoalannya, best ke kereta ni?
Well, obviously, search engine had to send the two most qualified people to find out. And that's me and my colleague Hanif.
Saya teruja untuk menyertai jemputan daripada Toyota ni. Bukannya apa, saya jarang dapat naik kereta SUV. Apatah lagi memandunya.
Aduh, kena cover dengan kereta pula. Taklah tak tahu apa-apa pasal kereta.
I mean, I wasn't very concerned because as far as crossover SUVs go, the Corolla Cross Hybrid Electric seems like a pretty good place to start. Size-wise, it sits somewhere between the Honda HR-V and Honda CR-V, so it's not a massive vehicle. The power unit in this hybrid electric model consists of a 1.8-litre petrol engine that pushes out about 96 horsepower and 142 Nm of torque, and an electric motor that does about 71 horsepower and 163 Nm of torque. Apparently, that gives it a combined output of about 120 horsepower. But look, I don't know how the math works, okay? All I know is that doesn't sound like a whole lot of power for a car that weighs a little over 1,400 kilograms. But before we begin though, we had a more immediate problem. Phone here for connection. How to connect? Here, this is Android. There's no wireless CarPlay, you see? Connect via a USB cable.
Barulah tak ada latency.
Wait, is it Type C or A? Where's the USB port? Ni ke?
Bukan.
Oh, this USB size. So I brought this in. Luckily I brought the full size just for fun. Wah!
Macam kenal.
CarPlay, boom. With that sorted, we set off with the rest of the convoy. Our route will be taking us all the way from Toyota's HQ in Shah Alam to a hotel in Teluk Bahang, Penang. The idea is for us to experience the Corolla Cross Hybrid on a whole bunch of different roads. And once we got on the highway, we really got a taste of just how smart this car actually is.
Tapi bila dah mula gerak, sembang punya sembang, terpisahlah kami daripada grup konvoi kami.
Kat Sembang Salam, dekat depan Toyota ni kan yang menarik dia. Ada kilang buat duit shilling.
SPRM.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are lost. And then the best part is all the cars behind me also follow. We literally just started and we are already lost. That's why lah, Mak Nip talking about, what is that? SPR apa benda tu?
Salah kau kan?
Nasib baiklah grup konvoi kami, mereka lalu Federal Highway yang jam tu. Biasalah Federal Highway waktu pagi, jam teruk. Sempatlah kami regroup sebelum masuk ke Tosubang melalui NKVE. Ini adalah pengalaman pertama saya bawa kereta yang ada ciri pemanduan kendiri tahap 2 ataupun dalam bahasa Inggeris dia Level 2 Autonomous Driving. Toyota, mereka beri nama ciri ini adalah Dynamic Radar Cruise Control. Jadi, kereta saya akan sentiasa mengimbas bahagian depannya dan ia cukup pintar untuk mengetahui berapakah jauh jarak kereta ni dengan objek di depan. Lepas tu, ia akan bantu kita pecut ataupun brake berdasarkan jarak tersebut. Cumanya bila dah lama-lama guna, rasa macam tak best pula sebab dia brake terlalu kuat. Contohnya kan, bila ada kereta yang memotong kita di sebelah kiri dan masuk di depan kita, Dan kereta tu berada dalam jarak kurang daripada jarak yang dia tetapkan. Dia brake macam emergency brake. Bukan saja saya sendiri rasa tak selamat, malah saya rasa orang belakang yang ikut kita pun rasa tak selamat. Sebab tiba-tiba je kereta ni brake, padahal kat depan ada lagi ruang. Dua lagi benda yang saya cuba pada kereta ni adalah yang pertama, lane tracing assist, dan yang kedua adalah lane departure alert dengan steering assist. Kedua-dua fungsi ini dia akan tolong kereta kita untuk gerak dalam garisan yang lurus berdasarkan lane yang terdapat dekat atas jalan raya tu.
It basically makes driving long journeys super easy because with all the systems enabled, you barely need to do any driving yourself. All you need to do is keep your hands on the wheel and keep alert for any potential dangers, and the Corolla Cross will just munch all those miles all day long. But what we found out later when we turned off the highway to enjoy some bumpy B roads was that you won't want to keep those systems on here. The same autonomous steering inputs that keeps you centered in the lane on the highway is terrifying on tighter, twistier roads. But I was happy to see that the Corolla Cross Hybrid, which was comfortable and easy to drive on the highway, was just as at home here where the road conditions were much worse. It absorbed all the bumps well and didn't feel unwieldy at all. Though I have to say that despite the high-tech hybrid powertrain, the high-tech autonomous and high-tech safety features, the Corolla Cross has one super low-tech feature that Hanif got to experience at our first driver swap. Right, we just reached our first driver change point. So now Hanif.
Excited tapi takut ah.
Takut.
Kita kereta analog.
Kereta analog, ni
Okay.
ni lah paling analog. Step on the brake.
Brake.
Handbrake down.
Ni foot brake.
Foot brake down. Pijak.
Sekejap.
And then it'll come back up. Bruh, if you've already got so many nifty electronic features, why not make an electronic parking brake one of them? Now that I wasn't driving though, the rest of the Corolla Cross's cabin came into focus. I mean, as a whole, I think it's a pretty comfortable place to be in. But you can kind of see where Toyota had to save a couple of bucks. The 9-inch touchscreen hit unit isn't the smoothest nor the best looking. It will support Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but also not wirelessly. It all feels very functional here, and while that's not particularly premium feeling, it also isn't a bad thing. Nothing really feels cheaply made or poorly put together from what we can tell.
Bila saya duduk dekat kursi penumpang belakang, ruangnya saya rasa agak selesa. Untuk seorang yang ada ketinggian macam saya dapati yang ruang kaki saya cukup lapang dengan lutut tak menolak kerusi pemandu. Ruang kepala pula cukup selesa tanpa perlu rambut saya menyentuh bahagian shieling kereta. Yang saya tak suka adalah bahagian lubang aircon dekat bahagian bawah ni. Ia macam menyembur ke kangkang saya. Tapi kalau anda halakan ke shieling kereta, biarkan udara sejuk tu naik ke atas dan gantikan udara panas di bahagian shieling, secara keseluruhan kabin kat bahagian belakang ni jadi sangat selesa. Satu benda yang saya nak komplain pasal kereta ni, kat bahagian penumpang belakang ni, dia bagi dua port USB dekat aircon van bawah yang saya cakap tadi. Tapi dia punya USB dia adalah jenis USB-C. Kenapa bagi USB-C? Kalau pengguna Android, rata-rata saya yakin mereka ada kabel USB-A kepada USB-C. Lainlah kalau anda gunakan produk Apple. Apple memang dia bagi Type-C kepada Lightning. Kemudian, dekat bahagian depan, kalau anda nak guna Android Auto ataupun Apple CarPlay, anda kena sambung gunakan kabel. Tapi dekat depan tu pula, kabel USB-A. Tak kepelik tu?
I mean, USB-C is more future-proof, but I think the choices of ports here is kind of weird because you do need a USB-A cable to hook up to the infotainment unit if you want to use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which means you need at least two different kinds of cables. Okay, so this is roughly like the cabin noise in the Toyota Corolla Cross. We're going at highway speeds on the north-south highway. As you can see, my neighbor is driving. And honestly, it's not that noisy. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good place to be in. It's like there is some wind noise, a little bit of wind noise, but most of it is road noise. But if Matnip gives it the beans, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, beans! Yeah, so you do hear a bit of engine noise. But you know, besides that, okay lah, quite a nice place to be. It doesn't sound super great though, I have to say. The car just goes like it doesn't really want to move. But yeah, that's what it sounds like. The car also doesn't have a lot of go for overtaking at highway speeds. Eventually, it will hit a claimed top speed of 170 kilometers an hour, but it's going to take some time. But when we got into town and got stuck in Penang's lovely rush hour traffic, the car took on a different form. In start-stop traffic, there was plenty of torque, so you can change lanes super easily, and even though this is not a small city car, it handled itself like one.
Cerita pasal kereta besar yang nampak kecil. Ya, saya memang boleh sahkan yang bila bawa kereta Toyota Corolla Cross ni, rasa macam bawa kereta kecil. Yang malah saya sendiri ada sebuah Honda Jazz. Bila saya pindah ke kereta yang lebih besar ni, tak rasa perbezaan sangat. Contohnya, dekat laluan berselekoh dekat kawasan balik pulau sana. Saya rasa yakin bila bawa sedikit laju daripada kelajuan yang saya selesa. Bila memandu, kereta tak terasa membuai. Kemudian pemandu tak rasa dibaling keluar daya emparan sewaktu mengambil selekoh. Kemudian boleh saya katakan yang suspension ataupun absorbernya adalah baik. Dalam brosur kereta ni, katanya ia gunakan suspension jenis McPherson strut dan torsion beam. Kedua-duanya dilengkapi stabilizer. Sebab itulah mungkin bila saya bawa, rasa stabil. Nak share adalah tentang radar adaptive cruise control. Saya boleh laporkan yang ia berfungsi pada apa saja kelajuan. Kalau di kereta lain, ada yang rujuknya sebagai low speed follow. Dia punya fungsi dia sama sewaktu kita gunakan dekat atas highway tadi. Tapi kali ini pada hal laju yang lebih rendah. Contohnya bila kami lalu di kawasan kampung, kereta di depan saya ni dia kena lalu bonggol dan dia perlahankanlah kereta. Dan kereta saya dibagi respon dengan memperlahankan kereta secara automatik. Lepas kereta kami lalu bonggol tu, dia pecut semula untuk kekalkan jarak dengan kereta depan. Pintar kan? Kalau saya nak komplain pun, saya nak petik bahagian braking. Expectation saya, bila saya tekan brake, kereta akan perlahan. Macam biasalah. Dan bila saya tekan lagi banyaklah di brake. Iaitu saya panggilnya sebagai linear braking. Tapi dekat kereta ni, bila saya tekan sikit pun, dia brake dia jadi banyak. Saya jadi tak biasa tau. Rory maklumkan kepada saya yang ini adalah karakteristik biasa untuk sebuah kereta hybrid. Sebab dia ada teknologi regenerative braking. Entahlah.
Finally, after a full day of driving and over 400 kilometers covered, we arrived at our hotel in Penang. We have arrived. Look at this insane room. What? What? Look at that. Now, we started this journey with Toyota, at least in our minds, being a little bit behind when it comes to this highly popular compact crossover SUV market. But after spending a whole day with the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid Electric, we came to realize that, hey, they have made kind of all the right moves to actually get ahead of the curve this time. The car is spacious, comfortable, and practical as an all-round daily driver, and that hybrid electric motor might just be the game changer Toyota needs because as far as fuel efficiency is concerned, the car's pretty impressive.
Di penghujung pemanduan kami catatkan penggunaan bahan api pada paras kira-kira 17.5 km untuk setiap liter. Pada saya, ia sangatlah menggagumkan sebab saya sendiri bawa kereta Honda Jazz tu, dia punya penggunaan bahan api dia lebih kurang macam ni je. Kereta sebesar ni, dengan kami memandu bahagian rak ni, boleh dapat penggunaan bahan api yang bagus. Kemudian, harganya adalah RM136,550. Kalau anda perhatikan dalam pasaran kat Malaysia ni, ini adalah SUV dengan hybrid termurah yang boleh anda dapatkan. Disebabkan ia adalah sebuah SUV, saya boleh bayangkan yang ia digunakan oleh keluarga yang ada anak. Tak semestinya ada anak kecil. Sebab ruang ni besar, anak tu sampai boleh meningkat remaja pun masih boleh gunakan kereta ni.
With how it's priced and the amount of tech in the Corolla Cross Hybrid Electric, it's kind of in a class of its own, for the time being anyway. The good thing for Toyota, at least, is the fact that they're no longer playing catch-up. Instead, they've set the bar here, and now it's up to their rivals to bring the heat. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell icon so that you'll be informed whenever we post a brand new video. You can also like us on Facebook, but our home on the internet will always be at suryachinchan.com. If you want to see more DWIBAHASA videos or more car content or anything else, make sure to leave a comment below. But that's it from me. I'm Rory, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!